Hello, welcome back. It's Friday the 21st of January. We're back here. We've not been here for a while since I've striped it up. It's about 8 weeks ago now. So today we're going to get a moss control treatment on. It's really good underfoot, okay spraying conditions, so let's get on with it. So the first job we're going to do today is we're going to cut the grass with the hater on number 3. It's not really to cut the grass as such, we're not taking much off. It is literally just to give us those double stripes that I like, to give us a good guideline for when we're spraying. Right, just cut that. So the rotary is good also for picking up leaves and bits of twigs and stuff. There was a few big ones on there which I've picked up by hand, because if you just mow over those, you blunt your blade over time, you have to replace it sooner. So what do we know about moss? We know it likes 3 things: water, shade and open soil. Open soil you might have under trees where it's dripped and killed all the grass off. Water you'll have sitting on your lawn just because it's winter and it's damp all the time. And shade just because there's no sun and you might have just shade from houses, trees and whatever. So what can we do to control it? So today we're going to do an iron sulfate treatment. This is going to control the moss and buy us some more time, and then what we'll do in a month, we'll do another treatment, and then when we get to March we're ready to scarify and the moss will come straight out without any issues. So other things we can also do, I won't be doing, but you could aerate if you wanted to. That'll help the water get through, but where you've not aerated, the water will still sit and just create a damp environment for the moss to grow on. It doesn't need much, just to creep along. Also we could put a wetting agent on. This will help the water get through the lawn. And also you could use something like Integrate, a Rigby Taylor product which is got rapidly expanding polymers in, and you would put this on and then these would expand, opening up that soil profile and allowing water through. So let's get on with the spraying and we'll show you how we do that. So if we just get up close and personal with the moss that we've got, you just see it's starting to regenerate after the application we gave it last time. So now is a good time to get on, just to stop it in its tracks, meaning we're not going to get that big moss problem come March and then we have to really scarify it and really do some damage. You know, we're keeping it under control. Right, so I've got my tank. What I've got here is a little bucket of water which I've already got some in there. And we're on these lawns that I like to do with the powdered iron, if you can see that just up there. I like to do 1 litre per 400 square metres of garden. So it's not in terms of doing a weight, it's more of a weight by volume rather than weight by weight. So what I'd like to do is first, I would never tip this direct into my tank because I need to wet it thoroughly first and give it a good mix, because it stays very powdery. So if you just tipped it in there, it would just all sink to the bottom of your tank and clog it up. So I just like to sprinkle it into there and it just dissolves as I'm sprinkling it in. So that's all you need to do there. And you know how I love to improvise. So today we've got a garden cane and we just go like that. You can use the pool cue if you wanted on this job, or a snooker cue. Doesn't so much matter on this one. It's only the seed where you have to use like a kid's pool cue. I find that looks best. So we'll give that a good mix. And also what I like to do is first is fill the tank up with a little bit of water. I've not done that yet, but I will do. And then this mixture falls into the water rather than this heavy mix of like iron sediment falls down to the bottom. It mixes in with the water already in the tank straight away. Don't overfill your tank, because I don't know how much water's in this bucket and I don't want to be in a position where I've got to get rid of some of this mixture that I've mixed up because I can't fit it in the tank. A good little tip. So I think that'll do. The stuff I use is called Ferrogram and it comes in a 25 kilogram bag for about 50 quid. Now you don't really need to buy that amount because the amount you would use on your own is minimal. So I believe you can get a good one on Amazon. I don't know who makes it or what brand it is, but a fellow gardener bought some last year and he used that and I've seen the results. And it did as good a job as this, to be honest. But you would never use this for a green up in the summer or anything like that, because it's too strong. It's about 19% this, so it's really strong, so you have to be really careful with it. In the winter it's not an issue because it's going to hit the moss first and do the work, but in the summer where you don't really have any moss, it would like be taken in all by the grass, and it could burn black, we're talking. So stick with products like my Galactic Green, and that is safe for use in the summer as well as winter and spring. Right, so that's that. I've got a little bit of water in here, but my bucket's got a hole in it, so I'm just going to have to fill it direct. If you've got a filter for your sprayer, make sure you put it in, because there could still be a bit of residue at the bottom. I'll just move my camera. I've just hit myself on the tap. See, I don't know if you can see in there, bit of sediment in the bottom. So what I can do is I just put a bit more water in my bucket, I'll give it a swill like this, and then pour that into the tank. Good to go. Just got to fill the tank up to the top, and then we're good to go. Okay, so that's full now. Good tip as well, don't wear your Sunday best clothes, because if you get any drips of this iron on your top, your leggings, your jeans, whatever you wear when you're gardening, are ruined. Okay, so that's done. There's nothing else to do here. I don't have to water it in or anything. We'll just let that do its work. What I'd expect is in the next 24 hours, all that little bit of moss that we have got is to blacken off, and then over the next week or so I would like to see that grass just growing a little bit, because that in itself will help the moss recede a little bit, because if the grass is growing then moss can't. That's a good rule to go off. So hope you've enjoyed this video. You know what to do, like and subscribe. Takes me about 5 hours to film, edit and upload these videos. Takes you 1 second to subscribe, so you do the maths, and I'll see you next time.